And let's see. We have new rules. Okay, best of 3 tournament rules. The starting map will be random from the Sparta ranked map. The winner
Yeah.
of each game must change their civ. The
Yeah.
loser of each game must choose the next map. Each player or caster will be able to restart the game within the first 2 minutes. If it's over 2 minutes, guys, we're not going to be sticklers on it, are we, Stock?
No, sometimes it takes long to
Discover.
explore,
Yeah.
or we notice it or whatever.
Yep. If a player disconnects during the game, we will be able to restart the game unless there was a clear and undeniable, undisputable advantage. So if someone's age 4 and the other player's age 2, we're not going to
Yeah.
say we're going to replay that game. No. You can pause. Big one right here. This, guys, will get you banned forever. Do not be logged into Twitch watching while there's an event, only because this is for cash. You can't have any sort of advantage like that. That's just, it's not a gentleman's, you know, what do you call that, Stock? Uh, you're not,
Gentlemen's agreement.
yeah, gentleman's agreement. You're not being a good sport about it. If you have to cheat, then you shouldn't play. Plain and simple.
Gentleman's honor or something like that.
Yeah, yeah. Just don't do it. I mean, this is for fun, guys. If you don't feel like you're good enough, then practice. Trust me. How many players, Stock? Pretty much, if we look at this list. Oh, here's another thing. Once each player chooses their civ and logs in, they will not be allowed to change their civ. So don't log in, look at your opponent's civ, and then log back out and change your civ, and then come back. Once you're in, you're in. Okay. You can't do any of that. But if we scroll down here, I don't know if you're looking at the stream, Stock, but a lot of these players, that are up near the top, like Pana, uh, Warlock, they moved up to high level. Everyone's moving up. Even Echo, when he first started, he didn't have any games yet, but everybody's moving up, And remember, Stock, we weren't, even me and you, but you weren't ever on the very top tier, you know what I mean? But you're up
Right.
there. But we're about to see, like, Varadha. Varda's looking very impressive, so we're probably going to see Varadha really shoot up here. But we will see. But yeah, those are the rules. Let's see if Slinx made it in here yet. Yeah, there he is. Oh, let me just go ahead and set up the stream here quickly. Okay, what's the first map going to be, Stock? You call it Big Island?
It's going to be ranked random.
No, I mean...
I know. No, it's not going to be Big Island because I'm not playing.
You absolutely hate that.
It's going to be Mountain Crossing now.
Yeah. Okay, I think we are all set up. Okay, let's start. Something's going on here, Stock.
Uh,
I think there's a bug, because I can't begin...
do you have 2 players as yellow?
No? Why would I do that?
Uh,
Oops. Alright guys, polling is open. Go ahead and get your votes in, and we have a launch. I can tell when it's about to launch. Okay, the best of 3 challenge has begun. Sheltered Pass. Oh, let me change that quick.
it's a nice map.
Yeah. Okay, Stock, go ahead with the introductions.
Alright, we have Slinx in red with the Roman civilization on the top. We have Varadha, the blue Greek on the bottom. Slinx, a fellow Ohioan, Varadha from India. This will be a good match, and Slinx is kind of similar to Smiga. He might surprise us here, so Varadha's doing pretty well lately, but Slinx is one of those up-and-comers that have been doing really well.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. Yeah, Slinx is a new player. Grungy's in the chat. He wanted everyone to know that Grungy has trained Slinx. Slinx was trained by Grungy. And so let's see, you know, if Grungy's a good trainer here, you know.
Varadha. Barracks for, or Castellum for Slinx.
Yeah, for Slinx being a new player, he really progressed nicely. His fundamentals, you can tell, are really just on point. I'm really impressed by his gameplay. Stop, you gotta read the chat here. Okay, now he's got it right. Grungy said he called him Slims, and then he called him Sling. And then he's like... Okay, his name is Slinx. Okay, I think we got it. Yeah, Slinx with a Roman spearman on the way. And look at that gear. That's nice legendary gear. But it will be kind of hard because look at Varadha's hunts. Way behind his base. I mean, he's going to have to take the long way around, but it doesn't look like he minds. He's going to go around and try to knock Varadha off his hunts and off his wood that he's gathering. And Varadha...
Scout is going to fly him. Now, the gold, I would say, is even enough because the top player always has kind of better gold on this map, but
yeah,
just having another off to the right is okay for Varadha.
Yeah, and my thing is, Stock, also, I thought about it more. We can't get too carried away with the gold, only because there's enough gold for you to get to the Bronze Age and the Silver Age, and then advance out. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, enough to secure more.
Yeah, there's plenty that you don't have to worry about, like, you can only be on gold for like 5 minutes and you're going to run out. No, that gold will last you for at least 13, 14 minutes. By that time, you should be able to build up a decent sized force and macro enough, right, that you can decide something in the game. What we're more worried about is hunts. If there's no hunts at all, that's more important, I think, you know.
Yep. And they both kind of went to farther hunts because they didn't find the closer hunts right away.
Yeah.
So that's their own fault.
And it looks like Varadha is going to be able to repel this attack. He has plenty of spears here, 6 Greek spearmen, and he will be able to, yeah, he's getting right back on that hunt. There's plenty of deer there yet.
And he went to the forward hunts, so these spearmen might turn around once he spots that. Yep.
Yep, they did. Yeah, good job by Slinx for spotting that. And it looks like, oh no, Varadha doesn't have the loom.
And here's the legionaries being trained.
Yes, Slinx now in the Bronze Age.
Grungy called that one with the 1 TC.
Yeah, Slinx has not gathered any stone yet. So, right now, he's getting villagers on gold and going for that 1 TC push. Oh, Grungy's on his iPad. he said the autocorrect wouldn't let him type Slinx.
That's not how you spell sling.
Yeah. Okay, so it looks like Varadha does want to get that second town center. Looks like he was housed momentarily then. He did get the loom. He does have Hypaspis here in queue. And I like this aggression by Slinx. I think it's good if you can be aggressive and maintain map control and get out on these other resources and slowly start to surround and close in on your opponent. Okay, it looks like Varadha decided to get a archery range before that second town center, so he can deal with these legionnaires. So he's going to delay that second TC just a bit. And let's get a villager count now. Slinx has 21. Varadha has 25. And a good micro by Varadha. You saw he put those spearmen right on that Decorion. He wanted to take that out immediately. And it looks like Varadha's going to barely win this battle. They both lost quite a bit. But let's see. Varadha can now get that second town center. I know he was focused on the fight. Okay, there it is now. Very defensive, which is good. And it looks like Slinx is going to start to gather stone now. Stock, you see this here? He's building a storehouse on the stone. And I don't know if you remember, Stock, but I called Varadha, I called this a new Varadha because in 2 vs 2 lately, I mean, he's been really good. Okay, this is nice. Now he has double town center fire. That's able to assist him for extra defense here. And now with these 2 town centers, he does not have any villagers. He's not producing any villagers right now. But he only has 7 on food, so he's going to need a lot more. Slinx has to be careful. I know he wants to be aggressive, but fighting under this town center. It might have its effect that he wants because Varadha's unable to produce villagers. He's training units, and okay, now he finally queued some villagers. So it kind of does get him a little flustered, right?
Yeah, and contained.
Yeah, contained, and it's throwing him off his game. But Slinx has to make sure that he's macroing behind this aggression. And we'll see here. Because what's either going to happen is Slinx is going to completely fizzle out and not be able to maintain this push. And then he can fall vulnerable to a counterattack while Varadha gets the lead here. Because now if we look at the villager count, 27 to 37. So Varadha well ahead here. Slinx is gathering stones, so he does want to get that second town center eventually. It looks like
now it's Slinx with the food problem now.
Yeah, only one villager on food. I'm not sure where all his food villagers went. Oh, they must have been on the goats, but he's on berries, but he has hunts here and right beside his on the left side of his base. He has a lot of hunts there. Yeah, so he could definitely use them up, and okay, there he goes now.
Slinx took a different path to the left to try to get some raiding in. He checks that hunt, but Varadha didn't go to that hunt.
Yeah, now Varadha's going to move forward. And Varadha does have the loom now. So these villagers have more health. And you see Varadha's going to move forward with a small force here. And this is exactly what Varadha needs to do. Even though he's ahead, you know, in villagers and overall population, you still don't want to just sit back. You want to try to make something happen. This is just in time because Slinx is trying to get his second town center built. Now let's see if Varadha, he should be streaming units to the fight. Yeah, here they come now.
Town center does go up.
Yeah, it seems like he just missed that. He could have definitely stopped that town center from going up.
But the Praetorium goes down. Tower going up.
Yep, there's an armory now being built by Varadha. And the stables. He actually doesn't need a stables. Right now there's no range units. Okay, Varadha with his armory. Text being researched.
Age 3 for Slinx. What does he want at age 3?
Maybe Siege, maybe Scorpios, but
Yep.
he still needs a lot more villagers to maintain his well, to be able to get those units.
He's going to be stuck in by his town center for quite a while now.
Yeah, and Varadha really doing a great job getting his upgrades. Continue to keep producing. Okay, there's the villagers. I was going to say there was a slight pause in production. Now up to 58 villagers. Okay, Varadha also expanding out here, getting on these resources.
second armory upgrade.
Yeah, Varadha can actually go to the Silver Age pretty comfortably if he wants.
There it is, Siege Workshop.
You know, that actually would have worked good, Stock, with a if he would have had a second town center, and then just kind of like kept Varadha contained, and kept raiding and harassing, and trying to preserve some of his military, and then sneak in that Silver Age, and get that siege and Scorpios fairly early before Varadha can build up a large force. Now it might be a little too late, but we'll see. Yeah, here comes the Scorpios now.
But Varadha's doing everything right. He did make a stable, so you know he's gonna make Prodromos to counter the Scorpios.
Yeah. Yeah, if we look here at the villager count, 37 for Slinx and 69 for Varadha. So Varadha's looking really good, prioritizing his armory, getting his storehouse upgrades, town center upgrades, continuing double villager production. Look at all these villagers in his queue. Yeah, so he's up to 70 now, so pretty soon he's going to be up to about 78.
Let's see what happens with this fight.
Oh, these Scorpios are so strong. And that was enough to scare him off. So let's see. Yeah, there you go, Stock. There's Prodromos now. Let's see if he prioritizes. He has enough resources for that third town center. No, he decided to get something else. What did he do? He had 300... Oh, he's getting farms instead. Okay, so he decided to go with farms. Oh, and build 2 more stables. Look, Stock, do you see how close Varadha is gathering to Slinx's gold?
That's expanding out.
Yeah.
And the berries on the other side. Forward berries.
Yeah, why not? Use the map. Use up all the resources before you start farming. That's how it's supposed to be done.
Third town center for Slinx.
Okay, no third town center for Varadha. Okay. A huge battle here. That battle could have went a little better for Slinx, but I just don't think he microed. It looked like, did you see that, Stock? It looked like he kind of just ran into there and didn't keep his Scorpios back far enough.
Yeah. And I do this same exact thing, kind of pushing out too early. He felt like he needed to make something happen, and maybe he did need to make something happen. But if he would have just sat and kept building more and more until he had an unbeatable army before he pushed out.
Yeah. Oh, I haven't seen this before, Stock. Look at this market line over here for Varadha to the right, east of the map.
It's good. I guess it has kind of a straight shot through the hollers.
Yeah. That's going to be a new strat. A fortress going up here for Varadha. Okay, so even though Slinx is extremely behind here in overall population and villagers, I've brought up to 92 villagers. Slinx at 53 villagers. He
Total
seemed.
map control.
What's that?
Total map control too.
Yeah. Slinx seems to be falling behind. Once his fortress goes up, I think that might knock Slinx off his gold. He'll have one more safe gold. Oh, you know what, Stock? This could actually work pretty good. Imagine if you built your markets here and walled it off, right? Protected it, so then they couldn't build their market. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Wow, this is going to be a new strat that everyone's going to be copying. This is going to be the new trend.
Slinx is walking over to the markets with villagers. So
He wanted to build his markets over there. See?
Yep.
And now he said, wait a minute. There's already markets built here. Those aren't supposed to be there.
Let me keep going and see what else is over here.
Yeah.
Imagine the fortress going up.
Yeah, he might stop it. Yeah, he did. Oh, but look at all these prodromos. You got 20 prodromos. And Slinx just doesn't have enough here. He does have Spearmen and Q. And now Slinx is going to have to abandon this gold mine. Varadha can actually go to the Golden Age. In my opinion, I don't feel like he really needed. I feel like he probably could have finished the game just by building up, just because Slinx was so far behind in villagers and techs and everything. I don't think. Okay, Slinx does have an armory, but he's getting his first Bronze Age armory temper research right now. Okay, and there's the
Good
GG by Slinx. Okay, well played. That's really hard. If you're not a rush player, I'll just say this, Stock. If you're not someone that rushes or you're just learning, that's kind of how it looks, is with Slinx doing that. You can remember, Stock, my rush was always strong and within the first like 6, 7, 8 minutes. And then it fizzled out. That's going to happen if you don't have a strong economy behind it, and if you do not balance your resources.
Yep, you have to keep looking at your base and the forward base at the same time.
Yep.
Sneak in the wood chopping upgrade, sneak in hunting dogs when you can. His original gold mine, he distance gathered the entire mine. He didn't make a storehouse next to his first gold mine. Just little things.
Look, my mouse is on a slope here. I keep. How much gold was he getting? 173. Okay, so the map is going to be Oasis.
Did he whisper it?
Yeah.
Did you tell Varadha?
He already chose his civ. That's okay. If he feels confident with that, then
Yeah.
Okay, guys, the poll is open. Go ahead and get your votes in. We probably don't have to relog stock.
Yep. Egypt versus Cal.
Okay, and we have a launch.
Game 2 of the best of series. Varadha's up 1. This is going to be on Oasis. With Varadha in the left, the red Celt versus Slinx. On the right, the blue Egyptian. Not a whole lot of wood lines here, so that's something to watch out for, is secure some wood line.
Yeah, now we have, as you said, Slinx is fighting to stay alive as the Egyptians. He needs to win so we can go to a third game. And Varadha looking to close this out with another victory. He's very capable. And I will say, Stock, I think if I'm not mistaken, when we play 2 versus 2, Slinx, his strong suit is late game, mid and late game. I know he was learning how to rush here. I think that's what Grungy was teaching him,
Yeah.
how to rush. But he's more of a, he likes to build up. He likes to macro. And then while he has everything kind of secure and he feels comfortable, then he starts to really be aggressive later on. It's always good to be versatile, to try something new, and maybe he will perfect this later on, right? In the days or weeks to come if he keeps practicing. But as I said before, it's actually really hard. And you remember playing with Slinx, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of like the later game was always good for him.
But he's giving it another attempt on the spear rush here. He got faster spears, knocking some hunt. And Celt needs a whole lot of hunt, so, or a whole lot of food.
Yeah, you're right about that. Now, something he can do, Stock, is he can have his scout. This is probably the strongest scout in the game. He can have his scout come and help as well, chip away. Did you ever notice, Stock, if a Celt spearman comes right out of the barracks and a Celtic spearman comes out of the barracks, and before he can make it to the opposite side to his opponent's base, if the Egyptian scout keeps chipping away at it, it can pretty much kill it by the time it gets to the hunts. Did you ever see that?
But that's a great thing to do with Egypt.
Yeah.
Varadha repairing the storehouse. He's gonna lose. Nope.
That spearman was on like 1 health. He said, "Here, run. Let me save yourself. I will sacrifice my life for the Empire." Alright, so nice job by Slinx to knock Varadha off that hunt. But he wants to get right back on. And you got 4 spearmen versus, looks like it's going to be 5 here. And let's look at the stats for each one. 180 health for the spearmen, Egyptian spearmen, 10 melee infantry DPS, and 150 health, and 11 melee infantry DPS. So actually the Egyptian spearmen are stronger. And how do you feel, Stock, about having the priestess actually come and help heal while he's fighting down here?
His villagers won't like it, but his military will.
Yeah.
Slinx getting up to the second age.
And he looks like he's going to get away with killing 1 villager. Nicely done. And he might get another. Okay, this is turning out good for Slinx so far. Able to kill 2 villagers. Making Varadha lose a lot of gathering time. Now Slinx made it to the Bronze Age, and here comes the Axemen. And Slinx really wants this storehouse. Jamae, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Okay, it looks like Varadha is going to clean this up for now.
This is a map thing too. If I was Slinx, I would have kept his military alive and tried to build the second town center forward, like safer. Well, he has a couple axemen, so it'll still go up safe.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, so you would have just pulled your spears back and helped defend.
Yeah.
But this is nice, especially on Oasis and Stock. You do this all the time. This is exactly what you need to do. If you have map control, if you were successful in the spear battle, then go ahead and build your town center forward. So because there's not a lot of resources. Thank you, Grungy. I thought you were following already. But thank you for the follow. But yeah, because the resources are so close to the pond here, you always want to build your town center forward if you can. If you're not able to, don't risk it being sniped while you're trying to build it. And then if you look at how much resources he has here in range, you know, with these berries, stone. Over here would have probably been better, Stock. You see where the gold, the hunts.
Yep.
That would have been a nice, because that would have secured that gold, so that would have been nice. But actually, if he gets a trireme out there, then he can also secure it with that. But yeah, there's definitely a lot of options.
And building it here, it's like a straight line to Varadha's base rather than off to the side of it.
Yeah. Slinx really focusing over here on these hunts. And now that the long swords are out, Slinx wants to be really careful with taking these fights now.
Axemen are waddling away.
Yeah. Alright, so let's take a look at Slinx's base now. He was able to get stables up for a second production building. Now another barracks. Currently at 30 villagers. Varadha at 28 villagers. So despite being knocked off his hunt and losing a lot of gathering time, he's not too far behind. He doesn't have a second town center. He does have enough stone, but it looks like he wants to get that archery range up before anything. And he's going to push out and be in for a pleasant surprise once he sees that Slinx really built forward here. One thing to look at here, Stock, also. Okay, I know he is housed. But let's see if he's maintaining the double villager production. I know that was a problem with the last game where there were a lot of villagers missed. Oh, the polling's in. And it looks like Varadha is favored to win this game here, Stock. Game 2. So let's see if Slinx, the underdog, can actually pull this off. And yeah, if you look at the queue here, Stock, we're missing villagers. So when Slinx watches his back, hopefully he can correct this for the next games.
That might be an Egyptian problem. Their units are cheap and they produce a lot, so they need more houses.
Yeah.
But he is up villagers from having his town center faster. 38 to 33 villagers.
Yeah. Yeah, no villagers being produced. Okay, there, finally he queued up 4 of them. Okay.
And he didn't do anything with the dock yet. If you're gonna make it, try to use it.
Yeah, get some fishing boats in here. Usually, what do you think, Stock? Probably about 4. 4 fishing boats is usually good. It's a small pond, so you don't need too many.
And 4 would clean it up fast, so not so vulnerable.
Yeah, more production buildings going up. I like to see this. You want a lot of production. He could probably get an armory. He has enough resources. He can probably get an armory in here soon. Let's take a look at Varadha. Varadha was able to get his second town center built. Another archery range. How do you feel about that, Stock? About the archery ranges versus Egypt?
You do it, so you can't blame anybody for doing that.
Oh, do I? Versus Egypt?
I would think you make slingers versus everybody, don't you?
I feel like they're probably not needed so much. It looks like Varadha was out of position. Okay, he's gonna pull his main force back, but you see he was getting ready to attack.
It's a nice attack there.
Yeah, Panic Tower was trying to go up.
But basically, like, both of them didn't need to make slingers, but they're just to have some range damage in a back line.
Yeah.
Even if it's just rocks.
He said even though it's just rocks.
Yeah.
Or what they call it? Big pelting army.
Yep.
The pelters. Alright, let's get a villager count now. 43 for Varadha and 43 for Slinx, so both even in villagers. Right now, as it stands, it looks like, I could be wrong, but it looks like Slinx has the better composition.
Yeah, especially if he would add a couple priestess.
Yeah. Okay, another engagement here. These villagers trying to feed the army some fish while they fight. Okay, Slinx is going to come out on top of this battle. Very nice. And let's see, it looks like there's more production going up here for Varadha. More barracks. Slinx is floating a lot of wood. Oh, and good, he was able to get an armory. He got an armory built. Very nice. He is researching temper now. And he's getting more of his town center and storehouse upgrades. Okay, build more houses so we can get that pop space. So, okay, good. He's using that wood. And I like how, okay, these towers are going up. This is really nice for some extra defense. But we're about to see stock. He's just going to keep using all these resources here around this pond. And if you look at Varadha, he has some gold mines he can use. If you look like out in front of his base, he has it looks like 3 that he can probably get out on, but he's gonna have to expand out. There's a armory that just went up now for Varadha, but he only has 1. I wouldn't even say it's a safe one, you know, because that can be raided there if Slinx decides to attack from the left flank. But that's about it. Do you see that?
He has some time to be able to get a market or 2 and get some farms.
Yeah. Oh, these villagers, wonder where he's going here. These villagers are running right through the tower fire.
He was going to get that gold, but he's spotted.
Yeah. And the camel riders are going to give chase. They're going to be tracked down and slaughtered. Okay, yeah, he's... he's saying, okay, guys, this is a failed mission. Let's return back.
Varadha sees it's more than 1 tower now, and now he's going to get surrounded. Got 1 tower.
That's probably all he's going to get now that these camel riders are joining the battle. And there's way too much Pierce DPS raining down on him. I mean, stock, we saw that early spear rush, right, by Slinx, but now Slinx is kind of playing his game. He poked in, he raided a little bit, but he's, this is where he's really strong at, right? This more of this mid-game and late game. So he can kind of, you know, build up, balance everything out, and then kind of control the fights and control the map. He has some watch posts up. He's doing exactly what we just mentioned. He's really moving around the base now, and I mean around the pond, and getting on these resources. And Varadha is going to try to make something happen here. He's going to move out with a small contingent and attempt to do some raiding. And this is going to prompt Slinx to mobilize his entire military to try to shut this raid down. And I think right now all Varadha is trying to do is buy some time.
Yeah, he needs it.
Yeah.
He's going to try to get some farms up while he can.
Yeah.
And
Slinx isn't going to take the bait. I think he broke off the camel riders to track the rest of that military force down, and now he's going to...
Now that he has X-Men champion, there's nothing stopping him. X-Men champion backed by chariot archers.
Yeah, and now camel rider champion also being researched for him. And let's see what Varadha's still in age 2. Floating a lot of gold. But yeah, you're right, Stock. There's not a whole lot. He transitioned to farms, trying to get some more food built up. Not a whole lot he can do at this point. And Slinx does have a market somewhere. Okay. He has a market there in the corner. And he's almost completed his 3rd town center. Okay, another armory upgrade in queue, scale mail and hide armor being researched.
Maybe he was waiting for an elephant. Let's see what happens when the elephant comes out.
Yeah, that's all he needs, right? Just get that elephant in the competition and we're good. Okay, yeah. He just wanted 1 elephant. Okay, we got him, guys.
The leader of the band.
And now here comes the destruction. Okay, targeting villagers. with these camel riders. And let's look at the villager count. Varadha down to 62. Slinx with 67. Oh, there's a raid going on up here. You got a bit of a base trade, but it looks like Slinx is going to come out on top of this base trade. See, Varadha's trying to pick off these caravans. Yeah, Slinx with iron smelting, armory upgrade. Up to 173 pop and GG. Okay, nicely done. That was good. That was good for Slinx. It was very nice. Grungy, yes. Do you have a question, Grungy? He just said Spartan. Oh, looks like Rockstro came back online. Varadha didn't give me the map.
I think I am going to relog this time, just because it's been a couple games.
Alright. Okay, Stock, the map is Treasure Island, and we are ready to go. And the players are ready.
We always like the games that go the distance. This one's going the distance. Treasure Island. We have Varadha, the blue Celts on the left, Slinx, the red Babylonians on the right. Couple options here. They can go for fast spears, or they can go try to get the water.
Yeah, both players looking for a win here with this third and final game of the best of three. Varadha got to choose the map after losing on Oasis, and Slinx having to change civs after that victory with his Egyptians. Yeah, that last game was really nice by Slinx. That was a really dominant performance from start to finish.
Yep.
He did everything right. He really got the macro lead. He's wasting no time having this villager go out and build a dock here on the water. And I'm not sure if Varadha saw that. He might have just missed it. No, he didn't see it. I don't even know if he saw the villager. I don't think he was watching. So we'll see if he comes back and scouts that. And we'll see what his reaction to that is. But right now, he wants to go ahead and get a barracks. And Slinx does see this. Okay, so Slinx knows that there are spears incoming. So he wants to get these fishing boats out as fast as possible because he knows he is going to get knocked off his hunts. And now Varadha does see this dock from Slinx. And do you see that, Stock? Do you see how Slinx went ahead and relocated because he felt he was spotted over at this first hunt? Pretty sneaky, huh?
Little closer to TC range over there, too.
Yeah. But it looks like Varadha has a different plan. He wants to go for that dock. He wants to take that dock out.
Yeah, I would go for the villager, and then a lot of times you want to build up more than streaming them one at a time for the fishing boats to pick off.
Yeah. Yep, he almost has another fishing boat about to come out here.
There he sees the villager. It's gonna at least make it go back home.
Yeah, but as soon as he has that third one out, it won't be any problem for him to repair with one fishing boat while he has two fishing boats attacking. And there he's going to start to attack now. And more, yeah, more spearmen streaming in here for Varadha. And 3 more in queue, so he wants to build up a lot of spears here. 4 more in queue.
And back at home, Varadha's going to need to get onto his second hunt soon. Otherwise,
yeah. 12 villagers, yep, on hunts. Yeah, you're right. Okay, he, the good thing, Stock, is he still had quite a bit of food in his bank to feast on. And it looks like he's going to get on stone as well.
There's the ziggurat.
Okay, 8 spearmen. Stock, can they take out this dock or no?
They could run right next to the fishing boat and pick a fishing boat really easy. Nope, fishing boats are preparing their defense.
Yep. 10 spearmen.
That's a good number.
11.
It's good.
About to be 11.
Probably needs a couple more repairs in a little bit. And there's some weaker spearmen that need to be targeted. Okay, he's going to give up the dock and get a TC instead. He wants to keep the wood.
Ooh, how do you feel about that? I would have tried. Would you have tried to save it or just? I
He
think at
actually,
one point you're gonna lose a lot of wood by constantly repairing it.
he actually made a stable instead of the town center too.
Oh, interesting.
Now he has a problem in his wood line. Varadha with a nice spear rusher.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And Knife's taking out these houses. He's gonna be. Slinx is gonna be housed. I'd keep at the houses. So he's pop capped.
He's on straggler trees and berries, where he doesn't want to stay.
Yep. I would have kept him pop capped. I would have kept attacking those houses.
And there's one house 80% built that needs finished.
Yeah. Okay, both players now in the Silver Age. Varadha has enough resources for the second town center. Let's see if he builds that very soon.
Varadha's circling like a shark. Here goes the villager to sneak a dock.
Oh, I feel like there was a lot more damage Varadha could have done there instead of pulling his. Because he still had about 10 spears left.
Yeah.
I don't know what you think, Stock. I would have just kept at it.
Yep.
Oh, very far second town center for Varadha. But it's actually covering a lot of resources here, so that's a good thing. And it's definitely set up for whenever he decides to get his market.
Slinx going. Nope, just looking out with the lancers to see what's there. I wouldn't attack this stable.
No, I would.
But maybe Slinx doesn't know to repair it with a villager.
Oh, I like that though by Varadha. He did have some units here patrolling the coast to make sure that Slinx doesn't try to build a dock.
And Varadha with his town center and building a dock, so he does have the advantage after this spear rush is done.
Yeah.
But his population is way behind. 34 and 30 villagers.
Yeah, he kind of threw those units away trying to attack that stables. It was nice. It's hard to, and I'll say this, Doc. It's hard to tell when you have the advantage, when you're the one playing. Kind of like when you saw that game versus me and Grungy. You probably thought, oh, there was a lot more I could have done to try to contain him, right, and get the advantage over him. Even though I had some good battles and wiped out his military, but when you're playing, it's hard to see. You can only see so much, right?
Yep.
And then you don't know what they're doing, besides what you feel you're doing. And you feel like, oh, you know what, I did a lot of damage, but then they get ahead, and the villager count, they get ahead in overall population. They get ahead in military. They sneak, their macro improves. They get a dock or whatever. You can look at the bar, right, the score bar, and you can kind of assume that they're doing okay, but you never really know for sure that you have the advantage.
He did damage. He just felt like, I need to do damage. I need to do something.
Yeah. And right now, we got Varadha at 42 villagers. He does have double villager production right now. Okay, he skipped one, but that's okay. And 38 villagers for Slinx. So Varadha actually has the villager lead. Slinx does not have his second town center. Okay, just as I said that, he's placing it down now.
And the 4 fishing boats are back to work, so that's good.
Yeah. And Slinx is playing his game yet again, Stock. This is what we talked about. He does better when he's focusing on his economy. And he is going to try to turn the tide here and do a little damage, but I think this game we're going to see what we saw last game with him making sure that he's set up for the mid and late game. He is floating a lot of food, and good job with him not wanting to take a bad fight. Just poke in, set off a volley real quick, and then back off. And it looks like there's an armory for... No, that's Spearman Champion. No armory yet for either player. Okay, it looks like we have shield bearers in queue for Slinx. Also getting the marksmanship upgrade and the horsemanship upgrade. And Stock, it looks like we're going to have a gentleman's agreement on the water. They are both going to fish in their respective areas, parts of the water. Okay, here comes the armory now for Varadha. And an armory for Slinx as well.
Slinx actually doesn't know about that dock at all. So Slinx could have got surprised if Varadha would have made a warship or two.
Yeah. Yeah, if you look at his vision, he has no knowledge of that dock
But
right now.
Varadha doesn't know that Slinx's dock is rebuilt, so he might feel like he's the one doing the fishing now.
Oh yeah, true. And he does have his scout at the coast, but just the wrong location.
Yep.
Okay.
Lancer's running.
Yeah, he's gonna try to move in for a raid and see what he can, if there's any damage he can do. But these spearmen are champion, and these spearmen champion for the Celts here are just very strong. The snare's amazing. Slinx on his way to Silver Age. What's that, Stock?
I said the same thing.
Okay. Let's see. On his way to the Silver Age with 48 villagers, 56 for Varadha.
Varadha is always prone to do this, kind of walking his military right next to the other military.
Yeah.
In the past, he did that a lot. In the first game, or no, the last game, he did that once.
Yeah, and you got to be really careful with that because the opponent's going to get some free hits off here. So sometimes it's better to stand and fight. Okay, Varadha has to know now that Slinx is in the Silver Age. Okay, and he's wasting no time getting barbed arrows, Lancer champion, so that's a good upgrade for these Lancers. Grants charge times 2.5 bonus damage and plus 5% movement speed. Like they're not annoying already. Stock, you gotta chase Lancers around. That's the one thing I hate.
Yeah. Oh no. Oh no. Now Lancer champion's gonna kick in.
Yeah.
But Varadha ramping up his fishing, and he made a market, setting up for late game.
Yeah, trying to buy some time. I feel like that's all he's doing right now is just saying, "Hey, chase me around until my upgrades kick in." Because he's not fighting. He's just running around.
I wouldn't stop to kill that villager. Don't stop to hit the dock. Just
Keep
get
on
the
running.
heck out of there.
Yep. He's Forrest Gumping it right now. Just keep
Start
running.
making. Just run, Jen. I just like running.
I just kept running. That's what he's doing. He's just not stopping for nothing. Go, baby, go. Go.
Keep those spearmen coming
A
out.
lot of caravans in queue. A lot of barracks popping up here.
Good.
So we're either gonna have a lot of woads or a lot of spearmen or a lot of long swords. Yeah, more spearmen champion in queue. Let's see, did that third town center? That third town center is going up now. And the peace treaty is still in full effect. Oh, and here comes the siege tower by Slinx. Very nice. And he's also getting bowman champion, royal guards. Okay, this is shaping up to be a very powerful military. It actually looks like Varadha might pull ahead in the armory lead, but he's gonna need more time. This is where he should run. Fall back, run.
Here come the woads for the flanks. You only got those 5 woads out though. Or 6 woads at a time.
I was watching. It takes about 6 hits for the woad to take down that siege tower. That's pretty good. That's only 1 woad. Is that pretty good or what, Stock? Alright, a powerful push here by Slinx. Varadha does have a lot of resources here in the bank, but when you start to trickle in these units, yeah, so just a note, guys, when you're trickling in these units, that's not a good thing. If anything, build them up back here, build up a larger force. You're going to lose a little bit, but it is very hard for them to fight when they're streaming in 1 by 1 or 2 by 2. And there goes the town center. He only has 1 town center left. And Slinx looking really good. This is the type of game Slinx likes to play, as I said before. Okay, see, now he's doing it, Stock. Now he's rallying his units back, but he could have done that while he had his 2nd town center and while he had plenty of resources to build up a larger force, because he had the resources for it, but now it's just a little too late. There's so much damage already done now. And if I'm not mistaken, oh, he had the armory lead too. Yeah, he has a Silver Age armory. I don't think... Yeah, Slinx didn't have his Silver Age armory yet, so... But it's hard to call it when, you know, we're the ones watching, he's playing, he probably didn't realize it.
Yeah. You're sure Varadha will watch this back and say, I should have done that. I knew I should have done that.
Yeah, yeah, he had, what, like 1,500 gold, he had plenty of food, plenty of wood, but still, nonetheless, good game. Okay, awesome game. Let's look at the stats. Current military. Yeah, Slinx just had the numbers on his side. Villagers, it looks like Varadha actually pulled ahead quite a bit, and then Slinx caught up. Let's look at the text. Yeah, look at the text. This is why, Stock, I said for Varadha to just rally, regroup, rally his units back, because he was well ahead in the text. Do you see that?
Yeah.
18 to 10. That, you know, he was just, his military was stronger, but you can't trickle them in one by one, two by two.
Slinx got 0 economy upgrades, 0 ox cart upgrades.
Oh. Okay, so that's good to point out. So Slinx next time. Oh wow. He did good for not getting any upgrades, and I think
Yeah, and only 4 boats.
yeah. Okay, so it's almost like if you look like on paper, Verada should have won, but this is what we talk about all the time with taking, making sure you're taking good fights. Don't take bad fights.
And military composition. Babylon has a strong army with the lancers and
Yeah.
bowmen.
Yeah, Slinks made it got up to 75 villagers. So yeah, looking good, looking really good. Good map control. Yeah, this is the type of game. This is what I feel is Slink's strong suit right here. This is what his strength is to play exactly how he played these last 2 games. What do you think, Stock?
Yep, get a military lead and keep it.
Yeah. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and put a point on here. Slinks, you have